Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming Sanctity. Today bringing you part 4 of Nio Zen's adventures here in Final Fantasy XIV Online. So right now I am a thaumaturg, and as you heard in the last video, there wasn't a lot that happened between those levels, between 10 to 15. But from 15 to 20, a lot has happened. So you can see I even have some really cool pirate gloves kind of on, because I'm kind of on the pirate islands right now. I have changed a bit. Instead of the dark purple kind of gown from the black mages, now I have a green one. And I've kept that one for a while, just from my quest. So I went out and one of the black mage quest that sent me down sent me to fight basically other demonic like black mages. So I was going through there and I got all the way just to destroy this urn of like ultimate like just dark magic. And as I was there, one of the other little guys showed up, and the darkness kind of got absorbed into him. So I'm seeing that, you know, he's just careless and carefree like nothing happened right now, but he may also progress similar to me on how I got this scar, and now I'm starting to progress more into the darkness of the void. But through that, we were able to get so much different stuff, and then we actually went and helped the king, or the royalty, and Her Highness, to actually defeat a lot of just a crazy amount of people to fight. But luckily we had backup and they were all helping as well. So we killed a group of like rangers and some monks and a marauder. But from there, after we destroyed that, immediately the black mage image that we used to see most of the time had appeared, and he just went almost insane, and he summoned a creature which actually, surprisingly enough, was not too difficult to defeat. But afterwards we actually defeated him. So the person we thought that gave us this scar was only a disciple of the darkness and how things actually go. There's a whole slew of the void just type beings that are influencing different ones, and this was just merely a like disciple of the main guy. So after defeating him, we of course got another like part of the crystal shard. And then we went into a cutscene to kind of see the background of what had happened in the wars of the past, and that's how we actually found out that this was just a disciple and wasn't actually the main guy in any way. But as you can see here, after defeating that and getting through that, we got Scathe, which is a lower damage ability, but it is instant cast with 100 potency and has 20% chance to double. We also have Fire 2 since that, and just look at that. We're going to start doing some AoE damage now. And I'm going to just kind of freeze some of these guys. And of course, Fire 2 is an AoE spell that does less damage, but can hit multiple targets. So, in a way, it's really good. If you have, I'd say about 3 or more. If you have 2, you're probably better off just single targeting. But having at least 3, you should be just fine and dandy. So, the only problem with Scathe is we obtained it through, you know, scathing darkness and essentially and different stuff like that. It is instant, which is good, so you basically want to use it on mobility or whenever you want to just burst with the combination right after something. But it has almost the same, it has the exact same cooldown as your other casting abilities, and they cast at that time. So if you just cast like 2 back-to-back, or let's say you go Fire and then Blizzard, and we just completed that little fate there. Fire and then Blizzard, essentially you're going to do probably more damage than this followed by Scathe, even though it's instant. So you kind of want to use it in movement times when you have to cast it and then move. That way you can actually get in some damage and still be able to move around. We also obtain Drain, which is kind of like a small damage potency, but you're able to absorb a little bit from them. So it's basically like you're stealing some life from them. Let's see. So we got Fire 2. That is an AoE one. You guys saw that. And then Scathe are the only other ones that increase. And we just got to 20, so we got this Diversion here, which just reduces our amenity generation. So basically, like, if we're in a group or something like that, our threat, you know, less and less they'll try to come after us rather than the tank, which most of the time I haven't seen as much of a problem. But also we have traveled to the different cities, and currently we are on one of the islands here. Just kind of completing some of the parts. We still have to go back to one of the main cities. It is Gridania, New Gridania, and that's to continue the story quest. But we're just wrapping up some here. If you come up here around this level, probably around like 18 or so, I think, we came across the first, basically, dungeon. So you're fighting pirates. It was pretty straightforward, and we were able to vanquish. At the end, we were fighting this main captain of the pirate army here the entire time, and we're trying to kill him and end his reign of just chaos here on the island. But as we got to him, he was actually killed by almost like a Murloc type creature, like a massive Murloc type creature. I have some references to World of Warcraft because that is mostly what I had played. But after that, you know, he had some mechanics, but we were just doing so much damage that we were able to go through pretty quickly. And of course, the Black Mage, you know, as immobile as we are, we do pack a ton, just an absolute ton of damage. But we obtained all that. We got all this different gear. But as we were going through, our darkness or our anger started to build more and more. And we just wanted to, you know, we just wanted to hit some things. So as you can see here, we started down the line of a pugilist. And we just started to punch some things and different things just to kind of get out a little bit of anger. So we embraced that style for a short amount of time, and then went back to embracing more of the void, dark energy that is starting to take over our character more and more. And we have a lot of different things here, and we will probably be progressing into different areas as our darkness changes. The story of Nio Zen here changes on his different aspects of the story. But I'd say that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This one, there was a lot that happened between 15 and 20, and it did take a lot longer, so that could be the majority of where that's coming from. But just look at this. We got people they're all stacking up. But that's because they're trying to kill these carriers. So we want to get out of all those. I don't want to be hit by all those, but Oh, buddy, we got frozen. I'll probably die here, so that would be a good way to end it. But we'll just look at the AoE. This is kind of like what you want for the AoE situations. We're gonna pop some heals here. Oh, don't be too wrecked. Oh, we got interrupted. That's one thing the Black Mage or the Thaumaturge does not really have much of, and that's interrupts. So we're going to be casting a few of these. We're a little low on mana. We need to get some mana back with some frost spells. Alright, we got quite a few of them down. And we got some company now, so we may actually live. And that would be just so nice. Try to get out of that. And as you can see here, the Thaumaturge or even Black Mage doesn't like to move because they're trying to get off these very high damage spells, and moving interrupts that cast. So most of the time you're going to be immobile, but you're just building on that dark energy within yourself, and just trying to unload a massive amount of damage. Of course, if something's very big is going to hit you, it will probably one-shot you in some cases. So you want to try to move out when you can. So like right after a cast. But like if they catch you between that weird mid-cast phase, saw fate pop up there, is when you're gonna have to decide if you can take that hit or not. And as you can see right now, my Thaumaturge actually is a one-handed with like a scepter and a shield, just so I can block some things, so I can actually stand in a few more mechanics. But the staff is, you know, more better for dungeons and stuff, just because you're more damage and everything. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just look at that wind effect. That is just amazing. That is a really cool backdrop right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are enjoying the story of Nio Zen, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe for more stories here within Final Fantasy XIV Online. And remember, let gaming be your sanctity.